It's Friday night, 5:35 Eastern Time. That means the drinking has begun somewhere. Welcome to Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour with me, your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. I love you, you love me. There is mutual glorious affection. How's everyone doing tonight? It's been a week. Oh my gosh. It certainly has. But we are here together tonight, and it is going to be a delightful time. We are having a drunk and, dare I say, disorderly time of it tonight on Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. Claire Bohannock and TJ Reisner of the Zenith Players are here, as they are almost every week, to talk about this week's latest online show, King John. Andrew McKee, the Irish bard, co-founder of Life's Faire, is here to talk about the great work that Life's Faire is up to, and musical guests, Drunk and Disorderly. They are here being drunk and disorderly, and they're also here to whet our appetites for the first installment of Shakespeare's Friday night concert series. And I, your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, am here in my new expanded set. Look, I have more art. Look at this. This is fantastic. But friends, let's get this party started. We're bringing everyone in. Let's have a great time tonight. Here's our panel. Oh, my goodness gracious. Hello, Muppet Off, everyone. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness. Susan Hill is calling this an all-star cast. Oh, goodness. And John Karnofsky, happy Friday, Shakespeare and all. Kathy Evans, hello. Hello, friends. And let's start things off. Andrew, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It is. It's been a crazy week, but certainly the weeks are getting better than they were before. So I'm okay with that.
Cheers! I'll drink to that, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah. And before you ask, I'm drinking my peppermint tea.
Ooh, peppermint tea. Cheers, mate. I like that.
Tea. Actually, I love mint tea. Any type of mint tea, spearmint, peppermint. I'm open.
I'm having some peppermint tonight as well. Actually, I'm having an ever decreasing in strength peppermint mocha that off-screen wife made for me this morning, and I've been continually mixing it with whatever coffee I'm drinking throughout the day. So, but there's still hours and hours and hours later, still a hint of peppermint and chocolate taste in here. It's kind of fantastic.
Nice.
It just won't go away. I love it. Aaron and David, how are you tonight?
Oh, we're doing fabulosis.
Yeah.
That's a new word. I just made it up, and I say that it's a good word, fabulosis, and that is how we are doing.
It's a movie.
Fabulosis. It almost sounds like a fantastic skin disorder. And like you are currently suffering of fabulosis,
where you get to that point of drunk where you're sweating and you get this sheen of glowiness and happiness, and the cheeks get all red. And
does that mean you're sweating glitter? I mean, are drag queens involved in this? I mean, is this something that drag queens are particularly?
Very once, but and that stays with you forever.
I'm glad it was nice.
She was nice.
Yeah. TJ and Claire, how are you?
We're doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Susan wants to know, is Claire okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Christopher Plummer will always be my favorite actor.
Yeah. Are you still thirsty?
Always. There he is.
There Fantastic.
He is. The original Chris. We like to thirst after all the Chris's, and we have to always just turn it back to the OG Chris.
Yeah, we really do. I mean, but I if we're talking about all the Chris's, I would like to leave Chris Pratt out of this. So
that's what you know. What I would like to make Hiddleston an honorary Chris.
Okay, all right.
And then so maybe we could replace Pratt.
It's still in the MCU, so that's interesting. Okay,
so that's my theory behind it.
And Elisha Arnolly Joseph says, agreed. Oh, goodness. So absolutely wonderful. You know what? ordinarily, towards the end of the show, we talk about, are we thirsty for Christopher Plummer? But I think in honor of everything that's going on tonight, let's start off with, are you thirsty for Christopher Plummer? And basically ask Claire if in the particular photo that we're pointing at, would she hit that? TJ, you can also feel free to chime in.
I'm just going to let you know it's Christopher Plummer, so the odds are like...
All right. Here he is whilst promoting Knives Out.
Yes, absolutely.
You would hit that. Okay.
Yes. I'm going to say in terms of on the Christopher Plummer scale, it's like an 8 out of 10.
All right.
But he was just so charming and delightful for Knives Out. Yes.
All right. Anyone else, you can feel free to chime in as well. Andrew?
I guess all I can say here is that the hills are alive with the
Well said. TJ, are you particularly threatened by what was then an 89-year-old man?
Yeah.
Good on you, mate. David, Aaron?
Well, as a historian, I always find people to be a great deal more fascinating once they're dead.
All right.
So yes, I am thirsting at the moment.
Oh, okay.
His face has gone from just being like really stoically disapproving to being like, judging that you're stupid, but not disappointed anymore. So, I mean, that's something.
Are you saying that he morphed more into Dick Van Dyke as he got older?
I accept Dick Van Dyke in all of his forms. All right, going into a Christopher montage. All right, here we go. Back in his Air Force days, his Sound of Music days, and his Elder Statesman days, all at once.
Yeah.
So Claire, look at his Air Force photo there on the left, and now let's go to Claire's reaction.
Yeah, that
I'm in the Air Force.
That was from Hanover Street,
Mm-hmm.
which I spent the movie wondering why the woman was running around with Harrison Ford when she was married to him the whole time.
TJ, your thoughts?
I mean, he's a handsome man.
Yes. All right. Is that just going to be what you go to for the rest of the evening? I mean, yes. He's.
Unless you show the famous flag tear, Captain.
No,
Bunker.
I didn't get that one queued up, but I do have my own homage to that ready. There are 2 Easter eggs here, and 3 Easter eggs here in this set that you can find my little homage to that. But jumping back to that triptych. All right, in his Sound of Music moment with Julie Andrews, and then again for Knives Out. Oh goodness. All right, Claire. Here is your third one. Well, I guess technically 5th one.
Bond, Christopher Plummer.
The name's Plummer. Christopher Plummer.
That was the photo that I saw, and I'm like, why was this man not seriously considered for James Bond? But I'll tell you what.
Because they weren't hiring Americans.
He's Canadian.
I don't think they were hiring anyone from North America. Let's put it that way.
First James Bond was from Pennsylvania. To be fair, it was a TV James Bond.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And he was Jim. He was Jim in that version.
They also offered it. Didn't they offer it to like Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, they've offered it to several Americans who generally said no. He should be British. There's at least one.
Bond.
Jimmy Bond.
Right. Susan says he's too good for Bond, and she says that as a Bond fan.
I feel that he probably felt the same way. However, his wife that he was married to for 50 years was a Bond girl. So.
Was she really?
She was. She's a fantastic actress.
What was she in? Which one?
Casino Royale.
She was in the original. She was in the OG. All right.
OG Casino Royale. Which
Fantastic.
may or may not be a Bond.
But Christopher Plummer doesn't need to play Bond. He's
No,
just gonna go,
he doesn't.
You know,
And then finally, one more, Claire. One more, and I feel that I know David's answer on this one. But Claire, this version, would you hit that?
15 out of 10.
15 out of 10.
You
This
know,
is from Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country.
you take the my favorite actor ever, and then you just stuff him into Star Trek and expect me to not just like.
And he quotes Hamlet in the original Klingon, so
There you go.
The eye patch
Pupils
up.
dilate. It's
The sheer animal magnetism of Christopher Plummer, that's what's holding the eye patch up.
Oh, well, good, because it looks like screws, which looks kind of uncomfortable.
No, it's not screws. It's nails. They were
Maybe that's
nailed
why
into
he's
his
so
head
mad.
because he's a freaking Klingon.
Maybe he's aggravated by the nails in his head, and that's why he looks so disappointed.
He was also disappointed by the impending peace betwixt the Federation and the Klingon Empire. Oh, goodness. Oh, just absolutely wonderful. General Chang, he's one of my favorite Star Trek villains ever. He spins around in his chair. He's having such a good time. Oh, so
It's hard to spin in your chair when it's a stool.
so
And it's
Christopher.
oblong one at that.
Nobody wants to hear about your stool.
Listen, just think,
Oh no, we don't.
We're not
hey,
gonna
don't be
do
a
that
stool.
again.
Don't be a stool.
Let's raise our glasses. Let's raise our glasses, dear friends, to absent friends and to Christopher Plummer, 1929 to 1921. Thank you, sir. You shall be missed. Well done. But now, let's move
I
the
think that
conversation.
Air Force picture, by the way. I think that first Air Force picture you
Yep.
were talking about for him, that was from the Battle of Britain, right? The movie?
it could have been. I think it is Battle of Britain.
Okay.
He's in something very similar in Hanover Street. I think it is Battle of Britain though.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is either Battle of Britain or his actual Air Force uniform, because he was in the American Air Force.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Because back in the days when everyone had to do it. All right. So let's move on. Let's move away from this and into something a little more cheerful. Tonight, guys, gals, and non-binary gingerbread pals, we are having a concert, the first in our series of Shakespeare's Friday night concert series. And tonight, we feature Drunk and Disorderly. Aaron and David, Twig, and the Foxy Bard are going to be leading a Zoom concert that I'm going to be running in the background. And tickets are only $5. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite right now. And also at the Facebook event page. Andrew's going to be joining us in a month, exactly 1 month from today, to kick off Irish Month, even though, strictly speaking, and in the interest of full disclosure, the first 4 bands are all Celtic or Irish themed. So we're just Irish 2 months in order to properly celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. It takes a while. You've got to lead up to it because
And then the 5th concert is going to be
it's like
Broadway.
cleaning your house for Passover.
right.
Exactly. Exactly. So, friends, please direct your attention to the bottom quadrant of your screen for Drunk and Disorderly as they take over the stage.
And now it's the whole screen. And I believe that seeing as how we're kicking off Irish quadrant, the Irish, what is it?
Irish quadrant?
I don't know.
A month?
No, the quarterly,
that's
the
next
quarter, the fiscal quarter, the Irish fiscal quarter, which started on Groundhog
Do you
Day
even know what a fiscal quarter is?
when the groundhog saw his shadow after a night of binge drinking and realized that it was going to be 6 more weeks of whiskey. Get the guitar. Let's sing a song about an Irish rover.
No, we're starting with that one.
Starting with that one.
Okay.
I decided we're starting with that one because it fit my theme and it fit Master Shakespeare's theme and it's fitting the theme of the
Exactly
theme.
how?
In the same way that it will when I sing it. That's how.
What does this song have to do with Christopher Plummer?
Well, I'll tell you how, because he was in The Sound of Music, and this is an example of music, so there we go. And the hills are alive.
Ah, they're related.
And the
sort
hills of
Check
Connemara. Right. So
We're not
here we
doing
go.
that song. We're doing this.
No, we're not doing that song. We're doing this song.
All right, let's listen to the song.
In the year, our Lord, 1806, we set sail from the county of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for the Grand City Hall in New York. She was a well-laden craft, she was before and aft. Oh, how the Tribbles drove her. She stood level aft, she had 27 masts. We call her the Irish Rover. And it was sad, so sad. It was sad and great, she went down. And praise to muscle days, it was sad and great, she went down. By the way, just in case you don't understand how this works, it's an audience participation thing which you must participate in, even though we are doing this imperially. When I say it was sad, you say so sad. When I say so sad, you say too bad. Let's give it a go. It was sad. So sad.
So sad!
It was sad and great, it went down. Spins and waves, it was sad and great, it went down. Second verse, we had 1 million bags of the best Magarax. We had 2 million barrels of bones. We had 3 million vials of Nelligood's tails. We had 4 million barrels of stones. We had 5 million hats, 6 million dogs, 7 million barrels of porter. We had 8 million sides, the blind horses' hides, and the whole the Irish Rover. And it was sad, so sad.
Too bad.
It was sad and great, ship went down. And place, children was the days. It was sad and great, ship went down. There was Curly McKee from the banks of Lee. There was Hogan from County Tidal. There was Johnny McGurk who was scared to work, and the Stratton was sweet April. There was Slugger on tour with Drunk at the Row. And fighting Bill Tracy from Dover. Dear man, and from the banks of the band was Skipper of the Irish Rover. And it was sad. So sad.
Too bad.
It was sad and great, she went down. Husbands and ways, children must have days. It was sad and great, she went down. Years when the measles broke out, our ship lost its way in the fog.
Big fog!
And that whale of a crew was reduced under 2. Myself and the captain's old dog. The ship struck a rock. Lord, what a shock. We nearly tumbled over. And we turned 9 times around.
You're not gonna do it?
Not in this little. This fire. Bad idea. And the Prota was drowned. And you know what that means.
What does that mean?
That I'm the last of the Irish Rover. And it was sad. So sad.
Too bad.
It was sad and great. She went down. Husbands and place. Children was some days. It was sad and great. She went down. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that my heart will go on. Once more, you open the door. You are here in my heart, and my heart will go on now. I'll never let go, Jack.
Ooh.
It was sad.
So sad.
So very sad. It was sad when the great ship went down. Husbands and wives, children were still alive. It was sad when the great ship went down. There's more kazoos.
Oh my goodness, that was drunk and disorderly. They were fantastic. And goodness, had things not been such as they are, such as, you know, an internet lag, I saw Andrew down there with his recorder. He was playing along, and I would have loved to have heard what that sounded like when they were going. And then I also started playing on mine. Claire just looks embarrassed for everybody. Oh.
I just have a trombone that I'm not allowed to take out if I want to keep living in this house.
come on.
Go
break out the
full Will
song
Riker on this, Claire.
I
Go
want to
full
hear.
Will Riker.
I want to hear trombone with the.
Put your foot up on top of chairs. Stand awkwardly close to people.
Yeah. I want the Stormy River right now.
Do it. Do it. Oh, my goodness. But, of course, just remember, everyone, you can see Drunken Disorderly tonight at 8 p.m. In our Zoom concert. It is the kickoff to Shakespeare's Friday Night Concert Series. Drunken Disorderly. Get your tickets on Eventbrite right now. Tickets are only $5, and patrons of both the Drunken Disorderly / FoxyBod and myself get to go for free. So if you're already a patron, you already have the link to go in our Patreon pages. So go do that. Join us. It's going to be a great time. But now I think... What is happening? I'm
I'm telling them to join us.
Yeah, but you made it weird. You made it weird.
I do that a lot.
But it's already weird, though.
Yeah.
It's true.
I can make it weirder.
You know what? And we're going to do that a bit later in the show. So let's move on over to Andrew McKee, the Irish Bard. Andrew McKee, the Irish Bard, co-founder of Life's Affair. Andrew, how the hell are you, sir? It feels like hours since I've last talked to you.
I know, right? I know. We do our Shakespeare reviews every week, where we get.
Oh, you just gave me an excuse to bring this up on screen.
Did I? How crazy! I wasn't even intentional at all. But no,
Dun, dun, dun.
but no, we do that every week, and then we have a watch party and get to chat about us talking about it, and it's great. Because that's the best thing. Because if you can't just comment about yourself, then that's, self-analysis is the best thing.
That really is.
Introspection is important.
So Life's Affair, we hardly ever actually talk about the purpose of Life's Affair on this show. We usually talk about what you're up to in a general sense. So let's talk about Life's Affair and the whole point and purpose of it.
Life's Affair is a project that I kind of first envisioned with one of my best friends, Lee, about years ago. And when we talked about putting something together this year, and then when the whole COVID thing happened, we jumped on and wanted to make sure that we had a taste of Faire that everybody could at least experience during all of this, when a lot of the fairs were closed and we were Faire deprived, because that's pretty bad. But we also just wanted to have a place where people who just enjoyed Faire could be online and enjoy those experiences as much as possible. And that's what Life's Affair has turned into. And it's been great. I've developed lots of different programs, and we're developing more, and it's just expanding and great. I do a bit of a talk show or review myself on Mondays called Faire Life, Monday evenings at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's always fun. And then we usually have a Thursday night show where it can be a lot of different things. Sometimes it's a gathering where we have performers come out and play, and sometimes it's just a special event that we put together. And then podcasts and all these other events are coming up. So a lot of great stuff. It's a lot of fun.
That is wonderful. So would it be fair to call Life's Affair a lifestyle channel? as opposed
yeah.
to a performance venue.
Yes, very much so. There is performance in there, but that's not really what it's about. We're not trying to bring Faire online because you can't do it. I'm sorry, it's just not possible. You
Agree
can't
to
recreate
disagree.
Faire. Well, you can't recreate Faire because I mean you can do something different, and that's fine. But you're not going to bring Faire online. You can't do it. It's not going to be the same experience, and we realized that very early on. So we wanted to have our own unique experience through people that like Faire.
Fantastic. Now, where do you see the brand moving forward in future?
Oh, a lot of good places. It's
Anything that you're actually allowed to talk about?
yeah, wow. Mainly right now, what we're doing is just expanding, adding a lot more programming, and that's just going to keep continuing. It's going to have, I mean, everything from cooking shows about cooking Renaissance food and medieval food to there will be shows, there will be discussions about things that are fair, there will be topical things about different Renaissance fairs themselves, and a lot of cool stuff. I mean, some certainly acting shows about Faire and being on cast and being a performer and behind the scenes and in front of the scenes and all of this different stuff. I mean, it's essentially everything we can think of that is about Faire that people might be interested in.
Wonderful. And as you've already mentioned earlier, you and we do a show every Friday.
We do.
Well, we do the watch party over here, but that is Shakespeare Reviews. It's the movie review show where we talk about Shakespeare movies.
It's really frightening how many movies have been inspired by Shakespeare, at least on some level. I mean, TV shows is crazy too, but movies, I mean, it's almost like Shakespeare himself added so much to the English language. Shocking, right? But but no. It's just there's so many movies. And a lot of movies that are really good that people really had not seen or not even heard of, and it's a shame. So this gives us an opportunity to say, hey, this is a great film. You should see this. And a few films we look at and say, well, as you like to say, it's not good. It's not great. It's not at all. It's not good.
Like the one we were talking about today.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, the one we were talking about today, King of Texas.
Yes.
And I got my own hashtag wrong on that one. I said hashtag it's not good, and I corrected myself later in the show. It's not great.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
God.
Patrick Stewart starring as King Lear in a Western themed King Lear. I mean, it's really fascinating. It was a TNT movie from 2002, which automatically makes Claire suspect, as you can see by her face up there. And
it's not good, Claire.
And she's
it's
right to be suspect
it's
because
not good.
Actually, King Lear is a Western. We talked about it. I think it was a great idea. It worked. I mean, it was a good concept, but execution. I mean, everything you would think wrong about a TV movie, they pretty much took care of that. They went that route. The wrong director.
They really did.
The script was actually pretty good, I thought, and the actors were good, but the director hampered them. They were definitely not allowed to do what they have proven time and again that they can do so well. So it's a shame.
That's a great way of putting it. But you can tune in and watch Andrew and I every Friday do that, and all of the other programming is wonderful on Life's Affair. And in fact, that brings me back to tonight's concert. Tonight's concert is being co-produced by Life's Affair. So I think I have the slightly older version of the poster. Yeah, I do. Slightly older version of the poster for tonight. But it is being co-produced by Life's Affair. So it's going to be replayed in future on their channel, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful. But we do hope that you join us tonight because we want you to dance along to the music, and we want to see you dancing. Andrew is going to be a performer in a month. Upcoming concerts include Langer's Ball in 2 weeks, Andrew in 4 weeks. 2 weeks after him, we're going to have Matt Young, the Pride of Ireland. 3 weeks after that, we're going to have Christina Coyer singing some Broadway tunes. That's going to be wonderful. And then 2 weeks after that is Shakespeare's birthday party, where that's going to be an insane concert. It might be me asking David and Aaron to lay down all of the tracks that we've done together so that I can sing along to them in proper time. It's gonna be weird. Don't worry, David. You have 2.5 months to get.
I'll need that if I'm pre-recording stuff.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be good. And Langer's Ball says what? Yes. Special thanks, by the way, to Langer's Ball. Go follow them on Facebook. Facebook.com/langers.ball. They are doing all of our wonderful chat moderation tonight, throwing the links for everybody in there. Please go give them some love. Go follow them, throw money at them, and also throw money at all of my guests tonight. Andrew McKee has his various things. David and Aaron have their various things. Zenith Players coming up at zenithplayers.com. You can click on the highly attractive donation button and give to them. Also, today is Bandcamp Friday, which means if your favorite artists have music on Bandcamp, you buy it on Bandcamp, and the artists get 100% of the proceeds. Bandcamp on first Fridays do not take a cut. So, thefoxybard.bandcamp.com, theirishbard.bandcamp.com, shakespeareapproves.bandcamp.com. Just do it all. Do it all. langersball.bandcamp.com. Do it all. It's going to be fantastic. Christina Coy, a friend of the show, is yelling at us right now. Hashtag put a coffee table in 1776, you cowards. All right. I told her about the Pennsylvania coffee table rule today that I learned in stagecraft 20 years ago. Claire, your face is mystified. All of you have mystified faces.
Yeah.
Am I about to tell you something? Am I about to tell you something really cool?
Should I be singing "Sit down, John"? Sit down, John. For God's sakes, John, sit down. I mean, I don't know what the reference is.
No. So the PA
coffee table.
The Pennsylvania coffee table rule. All right, I'm writing it down for a hashtag real quick. So the Pennsylvania coffee table rule. If you are performing a play in the state of Pennsylvania, and there is a living room on as a set, it has to have a coffee table. And the reason being, your patrons... Oh, goodness, I'm just clicking everything here. Your patrons will be confused. They will just... It is something that will take them out, saying, what? No, there are coffee tables in front of couches.
I just have to say, if they're in Pennsylvania, they're already confused. Go on. Continue.
Wait,
Also,
so we're
if
saying that Pennsylvanians don't recognize a room as a living room unless it specifically has a coffee table.
Yes, that is correct.
That is the bottom line here.
It's just something like this living room is wrong. It requires a coffee table.
But that being said, that by implication of omission, we are saying that everybody else does recognize a living room as a living room, even though it may or may not have a coffee table.
It is, by implication, we can say that, yes. However, even though everyone else may say, yeah, of course, a living room maybe should have a coffee table, audiences in other places aren't going to be quite as upset if there are not coffee tables there.
How many coffee tables can you put in a living room before they become confused again?
I'm going to say 3. You can have 3, and then one more than that.
And what, it's a diner?
Yeah, it's a diner then, yeah.
All right.
Christina
that
saying,
4 coffee tables make a Pennsylvania diner.
he plays the violin and places it on the coffee table.
And we're back to 1776, the musical. Okay, good.
That is, by the way, my favorite Broadway musical. So it's it's grand. Before we move into Zenith Players, though, I would like to ask Drunken Disorderly to whet our appetites a little bit more for tonight's concert. So, Drunken Disorderly, if you will please take center stage again. Everyone, draw your attention into the lower right quadrant of your screen. And now, as Andrew McKee has his recorder ready to go, because he's Irish, and so of course he plays a recorder. That may be a rule, I don't know. Drunken Disorderly, once again on your screens.
I mean, I assume that you want the Baron for this.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's get them wet. Wait.
I'm sure that you can do that. If I do that, I could get in trouble.
Well, you know what happened last time you wet. Never mind.
I only wet someone when she's watching.
That
You
one
don't know
doesn't
why
even have an H.
He does. It's an inside joke. It'll be an outside joke for the patrons when I eventually do that video, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Future patrons will understand past me's joke.
Stop explaining your joke.
I'm having a fine.
If you explain the joke, it makes it funnier. Family Guy taught us that.
Absolutely, if you're true.
Yes.
Where was I? Where am I?
I don't know. I don't know. I only put a circle on this one, so.
There we are. I found out where I was. I was on the A instead of the D, except the other way around. There we are.
Oh, they are drunk and disorderly, and they are amazing. And toss a coin to your minstrels at bandcamp.com/thefoxybod. While we are on that, this is first. Andrew's face went away. It's first Friday on Bandcamp. Go to thefoxybod.bandcamp.com. I gave Foxybod twice. It's supposed to be Irish bod for one of them. So foxybod.bandcamp.com.
Give all Andrew's tips to the Foxy Bar.
No, I fixed it. Go to the irishbod.bandcamp.com, the foxybod.bandcamp.com, and shakespeareproves.bandcamp.com to support your artists. We get 100% of the album's prices if you do that with us. Also, probably thelangersbull.bandcamp.com, I'm also imagining. But you can also buy their albums directly through their website. But now, let us talk with Clabo Haddock, artistic director of the Zenith Players, and TJ Reisner, who is the tech director of the Zenith Players. They are coming to us live from the amazing state of New Jersey, where everything is legal. and we're going to be talking about the newest show, King John. So let's talk about this.
Yeah, we're really excited. There are a few Shakespeare shows where we just have like so many volunteers for it. It surprises me. And apparently there are a lot of actors who are super into King John. So
it's a fun show. I've done it.
I've never done it. This is actually like my first time really touching on it. So I'm very excited to see it performed. We have quite a few actors that are familiar to you. So that's exciting as well. And yeah,
it's King John. It's if you're familiar with The Lion in Winter, it's the freckle-faced. What does he call him? I don't know. He's the snot-nosed kid, but he's the king in this particular version. In Lion in Winter, he's not so kindly looked upon as he is. Well, I don't know. I know nothing about this one. I've never read it, so I can see.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're really excited.
If you've seen the Disney Robin Hood, he's Prince John. He's the lion, and and that's Claire's TikTok Kit Kat monster, where she eats Kit Kats like a monster.
Or like a pro. I don't know what's better.
It all depends if you look at it.
So, too late to be known as John the First. He is sure to be known as John the Worst.
A pox on the 40 King of England.
I am so glad I didn't mute his mic just because of that. So this is the 44th week or 45th week?
45th.
45 weeks.
Regular week of readings, which is crazy.
It is. It's been a wild ride, and we're getting to the point where we're just about through most of the Shakespeare plays that we are willing to produce. So we might be seeing what kind of fun twists we can put on plays that we had done about a year ago. And see what some different casting choices look like, see what some different settings look like. We had a really good time when we did 12th Night on the islands. We did kind of like a Jimmy Buffett feel 12th Night. So I'm like, let's see what else we can do if we kind of change things up a little bit.
I think a fun way of doing it is cast gender reversals. For instance, you do Henry 4 parts 1 and 2, and then Henry 5. All of the men parts as women, and then the small handful of women's parts for men. I think that is a very fun way of doing it.
So yeah, we can definitely take a look at doing that. The beautiful thing about Shakespeare is that there are so many different directions you can take it in, and yeah, basically, see what happens. Nothing's wrong.
No, except for when it is, and then it's very, very wrong. Such as
it's a learning experience.
Well, I was going to say it can be very, very wrong. Such as The King of Texas. You should not watch that movie. However, you should go watch Andrew and I talk about that movie on Life's Faire.
So it's actually called The King of Texas?
Yes.
Yes.
That was the start. Divide we our ranch in 3.
You're not far off.
All right.
And if it had been done that arch, it would have been a much more fun production.
Oh, man.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, a musical. That would have helped. I would have watched that. A musical?
Oh, my Lord, yes.
A musical of King Lear as a Western? Oh, that might have worked.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's
then the
almost like
over-the-top
Newsies.
acting, and it would have worked, and that would have played well.
It would have made it work better, and also you could have fit at least one of the songs from Newsies in there. Santa Fe.
Right? Are you there? Do you swear you won't forget me?
All right, and I'm going to have to stop you right there, David, so we don't get the YouTube feed shut off. All right. Oh, goodness gracious.
Disney's gonna come for us.
So as we're moving into the final portion of the show, and I do hope everyone at home is enjoying this wild ride that we get to do, I'd like to direct everyone's attention real quick at home to my upcoming shows over the week. So, of course, tonight we have the first edition of Shakespeare's Friday Night Concert Series, 8 p.m. tonight. The doors, meaning the Zoom feed, turns on at 7:30. The doors open at 7:30 p.m. The concert starts at 8 p.m. Tickets are only $5 on Eventbrite. Patrons of Drunken Disorderly and of me get in the door for free. And then we're also going to be doing a bit of a hangout after the show. Friday mornings rather, Life's a Faire. New episodes go up every Friday, and at 10:35 in the morning, here on my Facebook page, Andrew McKee, the Irish Bard, and I talk about the show that we're talking about. So it's a lot of talking. It's very meta. But join us for the watch parties Friday mornings. Thursday mornings, we're just going backwards in time. I hope you join me for Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare, where you, the audience, and me, your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, write a sonnet together. We've done it 7 times now, and each time has been a wonderful, wonderful lesson, not just for people watching, but also for me, of working together to write something grand. It is writing by committee, but with a little bit of guided leadership. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, at 10:35, we're doing Shakespeare's Coffee Break. It's my interview show where we do some wonderful conversations on great topics. I talk to a lot of Renaissance Festival performers, but also people from outside of our world. I've talked to Broadway writers, sci-fi writers, political activists, politicians, and it is a good time. I hope you join me for that. This coming Monday, we're going to be talking with a bunch of black nerds. Mayhemmer is going to be leading a Blurred round table, and it is just a good time. And then a special secret show happening this Sunday at noon in honor of the superb owl who's going to be having their coming out party Sunday night at 2 o'clock on the Hallmark channel is the Kitten Ball, and I have decided I'm having an unofficial Kitten Ball pre-show at noon where I'm going to be having special guests, and we're going to be talking about the chances of all the teams and looking at the stats for the players and also talking about our snacks for the day. And it's going to be a delightful time, so join me right here at noon Eastern on Sunday for that. It's going to be fun and weird. And so, friends, now that we are here towards the end of the show, does anybody have a toast? Everyone acts like, oh, crap. Like, it's not the first time on the show. Like, everyone's like, oh, no. David looks like he has a toast. And or he's just ready to toast.
I can make one up on the spot.
You made eye contact. You can't make eye contact.
Said I was the only one doing it.
Pick on you.
You know what? A toast.
A toast.
Eye contact. To eye contact, the thing that every performer looks for and every patron avoids. And the patrons who look for it, those are the patrons that you want to stay after the show.
There we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Anyone else? Andrew, Aaron, Claire, TJ. TJ looks like he may have one.
I gotta think on this one. Oh,
do it.
We're here.
A toast.
Toast.
To decisiveness. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Well done. Well played, TJ. Aaron, Andrew, Claire.
Okay. Let's something simple. Let's just say to the happiness of the day and the hope for the week.
Cheers. Well done.
I see a comment that is
All right.
that Be fitting.
That's a horrible.
Oh, here we go.
Comment. That's not good.
John Karnofsky, to those that are smarter, to those that are dumber, and especially those who love Christopher Plummer. All right, well done, John. All right.
Wow.
I should have had Claire read it, and that could have just been hers. But since I didn't, Claire, what do you got?
A toast to the freedom of expression. So while we may have beautiful performances, we may also have ones where we play clear on a ranch in Texas. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice.
Follow up to that. Cheers to the producers who don't have to say yes to that. Aaron, what do you got?
Oh, I have a toast, and I will say my toast. This is the toast that I am going to make for all of you right now. And
This reminds me of TJ's.
To the toast will be toasty toast for toast the bread because it is tasty. There we go.
With avocado.
Yes, avocado toast.
Avocado.
Avocado toast. Well done.
Vitamin B12.
And I have a toast to everyone here. Thank you so much for making this a part of your weekly routines. Thank you to the Zenith players for having joined me, not quite countless times, but damn near to it. Thank you to Andrew McKee and to Drunken Disorderly for, again, being on here so many times. It is always a pleasure to have everyone here and hanging out with me. To those of you who hang out in the comments, thank you. So, here's to all of you, dear friends. Cheers. And that being said, let's have one final song from Drunk and Disorderly before we end the show. For the end of the show. And before we go, dear friends, if you've enjoyed the show half as much as I enjoy making the show, I enjoy it twice as much as you do. And that is called math. And thus, whatever you feel the show is worth, a 1, a 5, a 10, for a 50, I will eat toast in your front garden. Throw it into my hat. And by hat, I mean buy me a cup of coffee. Go to coffee.com/Shakespeare, ko-fi.com/Shakespeare, and buy me a cup. Or consider becoming a Patreon of the arts and support the show on a recurring basis by going to patreon.com/Shakespeare. Tiers start at $3, go all the way up to $30, and right now everybody gets the same rewards because I love all of you equally. And one of the rewards is tonight, starting in an hour and a half, the first Friday night concert in Shakespeare's Friday Night Concert Series featuring Drunk and Disorderly. They are going to be taking us out. But friends, until we meet again, good night, my friends, until the morning. We will see you soon. And now Drunk and Disorderly will take us home.
Y entonces, señores y señores, tengo una confesión para hacer.
Stop flexing.
Tengo una confesión para hacer.
Confess thou, sinner!
Gracias. Y esa confesión es que cuando yo bebo muchos bebidos y vino y cerveza, yo puedo hablar solamente en mis lenguajes segundos.
He drinks a lot and also is gonna sing a song.
I can only stagger, forget sniff. Here, let's do 12th century, 13th century, Portuguese.
Ándale!
Como pude ver esas culpas, me sellé con tretos, de la Virgen, ellos ausentes, navegarán por pecados que hicieron, por todos los templos, por toda guerrera, educamos y sin mano que no verse en poder, hacia os hembros, los que sean desesperados, como de versos culpas, son me sellé con tretos, así todo de la Virgen, Estados Unidos, donde están eternidades, donde quedaría, donde yo que se guarece, a solas no oiría, igualdad de seda, cada doble obrería, de atados de pensado, out of state. Todos esas pruebas son meses que completos, así todo de la virgen, de Estados Unidos. Esas cuentas son meses que completos, así pueden pelar irse y seguir Estados Unidos. Pero hacerlas que son aplaudientes, de básico a libre, será de boa mente, que ya no le da humo, que se me honra gente, que hasta el tiempo de sea de esa fe. Esas culpas no son meses y concretos, así pueden de la virgen, que se Estados Unidos. Esas culpas no son meses y concretos, así pueden de la virgen, que se Estados Unidos. Gracias. Y buenas noches.
Did Shakespeare freeze again?
Oh no.
I muted myself. I said, thanks very much, friends.
Oh,
Thanks. Hope to see you soon for the Friday night concert. Doors open at 7:30 and show is at 8. And thanks very much, Christopher Plummer. Good night, friends.